Hello. Today we'll be discussing how you can add structure to your child's day, specifically by structuring their time. The first video we talked about structuring their environment, which is a great way to start, but you can also structure the time during the day to make it a little easier. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about two different uh, ways to structure time that we've actually utilized here at my home. This is my son, Jake. Jake, wave hi. Jake is the child that we've been structuring his time and his environment to help, ease the transition into online learning. So what you can do is you can understand that a lot of kids will benefit from having structure, any kind of structure you put in place, despite them insisting the exact opposite. They want free time, they want to do whatever, but they can actually really thrive with at least a little bit of structure, if not more so. So I recommend creating a schedule that you can utilize, that you can print out, something you can give to the child as a visual reference, not only for them to mark off their accomplishments for the day, but to reduce any anxiety as to what needs to be done and what they have to do to complete all their tasks. It really helps them to measure their own progress and be part of their own learning process. Okay, so the image I've just shown you is a picture of his daily checklist. Initially, we had scheduled his time in time increments, but we found that actually wasn't flexible enough for my wife and I's schedule. And one of the pieces with scheduling your time, I think for us it worked out to make it task specific, because we could break that down into independent as well as things that needed to be accomplished with a parent. So not only could our son check off the tasks that he's completed, but he could then take that checklist from my wife or to myself whenever we had to switch off, if one of us had a meeting or otherwise. So having this structure put in place, for us, the time constraints that we put on ourselves initially were too rigid. So we added the task-specific checklist, and we find that that's a much better way to structure the time, because it allows not only for Jake to sign off on his accomplishments, but for us to monitor what needed to be done still, what had been completed, and it wasn't as rigid with time constraints. So it not only organized him, but it helped to organize my wife and myself as well. During this time of social distancing, we don't always think about the unique situation that we're in and how it's created a need for us to organize ourselves at home. People don't always have rigid organization at home. We don't always think about that. But since we're all at home now all the time, it's that much more important to organize our own lives. And so this can be one way to do that. I'm going to turn it over to Jake here real quick. Jake, how do you feel about the checklist? Do you think that's been helpful?
Yes.
Okay. What do you like most about the checklist?
That I can check things off and know what I already done, because if I didn't do that, it would be harder for me to know what I already did, and I would probably have to do it all over again.
Good. So it helps to keep you organized, and it helps to keep Mommy and I organized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can modify this for time specific if that's better for you. But we have found for us task specific organization is the way to go, just because, again, it organizes not only him, but us as well. So I want to let you know to stay tuned. We're going to have more tips on motivation next week. And I want to thank you for tuning in and appreciate everything. Stay safe and be healthy. Thank you. Say bye.